I want to apologize because I should have made this video months ago. There are a lot of products that I use that are bad. There are a lot of products that I use that are good, and you like them, and you just kind of go on with your day, and I guess you don't think about them, and very rarely, am I impressed with a product. And before you can see from the title of the video, I want to show you what I was using prior to. These are the Sony. The name structure on this is all. I thought the name was posted on here somewhere. In fact, I think it's where this tape might be. Oh no, here it is. The WH-1000XM3, and the 3 denotes the fact that it is the third iteration of these Sony headphones. I bought these back in 2019, I believe. They were used. I spent $100 on them. I probably should have returned them, not because they weren't working, but the ear cup, like back in 2019 when I bought them, there was, I'm going to assume either earwax or some type of buildup. Like it was gross on both cups, inside on the mesh portion. And I said, ugh, like, why would you mail this to me and not cleaned it? Like it was disgusting. So, I got just alcohol and wiped as much as I could. And yeah, I got it all up, but it still was disgusting. And I probably should have fully taken everything apart, cleaned both sides of it. And then, definitely let the seller know, hey man, that was disgusting. But, it is what it is. I used them for years and had no real issues. You can see right here, there's some blue duct tape. I probably should have found some black duct tape, but I knew that there was some damage to the device when I purchased it. And for the most part, it didn't cause any problems. But at some point, it got to the point where the slide would just come down too freely, and it would just stop working. Not stop working. It would fall off, and I'd have to put it back on, and then immediately put the headphones back on my ear. Otherwise, the thing would start dangling. And then part of the plastic was too loose. Like, yeah, it was an issue. That's why the tape was on there. And since I put the tape on, I've had no problems. Now, for a while, these were my at-home only headphones. And I've made another video about it, but I was using some LG tones at the gym. I damaged those and I needed a replacement. I didn't have anything per se, so I started using these. And I said, these things stink now after 3, maybe 4 workouts. Yeah, they were terrible. I mean, like the smell was terrible. So I said, I'm not wearing these to the gym anymore because I sweat too much. And not only did I stop wearing them to the gym, I also had to replace the ear cup. Excuse me. I might put the name of the brand on the phone, on the screen right now. But yeah, right now, they're just kind of backups. Because even though I've had no issues with them, I knew at some point I wanted to buy something else. And I did. These are the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. And just in summary, because I have no real way of quantifying how good these are. I have a few things to say. Sony clearly is doing something right. These are the XM3s, the 4s, and the 5s are now out. The 4s came out a little while ago. The 5s came out not too long ago. They're good. And I can't do a direct comparison between the newer ones and what I have because I just don't own them and I'm not going to go buy them. But I enjoyed using them. But from my perspective, and this isn't necessarily, you go out and do things like field testing. I'm not doing it. I listen to them here, and I've used these on a plane. I haven't used them really, and the few times at the gym. But my opinion is these Sonys, even though, yeah, they are great at what they do, I felt like how do I want to say this? I felt like I bought an adult pair of headphones when I bought these Sennheisers. These are good. They're great. There's a reason Sony's on the 5th iteration. Sony makes really good products. I have no complaints with these. I'm not saying they're bad at all, but these are better. And that's it. They're better. And when I use them to listen to music, which is the only time, or music and movies, I don't miss my Sonys at all. And I would challenge you this, and maybe I'll even make a short out of this. And I need to phrase for the Momentum 4s. I challenge you for this. If you're able to find them in a store, give them the try there because you can do it at the store. But if you choose to buy them, put them on. Don't even worry about actually connecting them. Put it in pair mode, and it plays a tone. And when you hear the low end that you are able to get from this device while it's in pair mode, you will know you're going to be in a good place. You're in for a ride. So I'm gonna do it right now. And of course you can't hear it. And maybe I could hold on. Yeah, that low end. Okay, so and it goes low and then it goes high. So it's still in pair mode right now. And yeah, I wish I had a way for you to actually experience it, but it's going to come back around. Yeah, like and that like that and that was day one for me. Like, okay, pull them out the box. I bought them refurbished, which what does refurbished really mean? Who knows? Because when I downloaded the app, connected them to my phone, saw in the app, you can see that the headphones have been connected to other devices. So at a minimum, they didn't even reset the headphones. So what does refurbished actually mean? I don't know. But yeah, just from the headphones while they're in pairing mode, you know that you're in for a treat. And yeah, sound quality is good. Noise cancellation is great. Yeah, in the app you can control how much sound gets through. And I remember doing my test, and it wasn't even a test. It was just real life. Like I was using them while I was vacuuming, and I was like, I can still hear a lot of this vacuum. So I opened the app. I'm like, oh, that's because I'm kind of in the middle in terms of transparency versus noise canceling. So yeah, and you hear it as I'm sliding to noise canceling. The sound of the vacuum just disappears. I think one of the main reasons that I even really wanted to buy this or these headphones is I got a subscription to Qobuz, and I'm not an audiophile. Like I feel like I do hear differences between Qobuz and Spotify, and I feel like I hear differences when I'm using my Sonys compared to using these. Sometimes I hear differences between Bluetooth in general and a wired connection. So for me, I feel like I'm getting an overall better experience using these than I was with my Sonys. And again, not to say that they were bad. I feel like these are just better. And I think the two additional things that I want to say is battery life is amazing. I don't remember the last time I formally charged them, and I say that for a specific reason. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I said, you know what, I need to go charge my headphones. Don't know the last time I actually did that. And the reason is, as I mentioned before, I will use these. Actually, let me turn these off. So yeah, so I use them for music all the time, but when watching video on my MacBook, I will use it for audio. Use it for video watching movies, and I will connect it via USB-C. So instead of using the analog, and unfortunately this is a 2.5 millimeter jack on the bottom of this instead of 3.5, and the cables are included in the box or whatever. But yeah, I these headphones have USB-C audio, and I like that. The Sonys don't have that. I don't even know if the newer ones have USB-C audio. Does it make a noticeable difference? I don't know, because I haven't even tested the analog version using the actual port because I just haven't had to. And when I'm connected to my laptop using these phones while I'm watching movies, they are also being charged. So I don't have to think about charging them later after I just finished watching a 2.5 hour movie or whatever. So yeah, even though, and you might say, oh, you still have the stickers on them. Yeah, I've had these things for months and I just haven't taken the stickers off. I need to. There's no reason that I haven't. But I think in closing, if you are considering a new pair of Bluetooth noise canceling headphones, these Sennheiser Momentum 4s are something you should definitely consider. There are people who have done their formal reviews, and some even have graphs and stuff. Look, I used these from 2019 until 2023. Yes, wow. Wow, yes, I did. Yeah, for 4 years. And between my time in Texas and in Georgia, driving in between, at some time in Alabama, and probably some other places that I'm just not thinking about right now. They were really good to me. And for the $100 that I spent on them, because they were used and dirty, which I didn't know they were dirty when I bought them, they were good. But at one point I said, let me just try something else. I could get the newer Sonys, but let me try something else. And I, by no means, to no extent whatsoever, am am disappointed with the fact, or regret is the word I was trying to think of. I don't know what I can think. No way do I regret going with the Sennheiser 4s, Sennheiser Momentum 4s. So please, give it a try. And like I said, before you worry about what's the first song you want to listen to, whatever, you have to put it in pairing mode. So just listen to the high and the low end. Oh, that low end that you get just when it's in pairing mode, you know that you are going to be in for a treat.